Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Ba'asham Rakah Kodash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone, and salutations to all you sincere can. And this is your brother Bawan back again with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahweh Ba'asham Rakah Kodash. All praises and glory is due, especially in these times, right? And what we have here is another scoffer video, another buggers video, another video where you have a Jake. It's always Jake, man. On TikTok, I believe, yeah, TikTok, right? And all these Jakes on social media coming out and saying, oh well, the Hebrew Israelites are doing this and that, and this is where they have the doctrine wrong, and this is what the truth is, right? It's always one form of criticism or the other of the doctrine that we that are in this truth still teach, starting from the elder apostles on down. And let's go to the elders video, right? Because this is the elder Manatazakba of GMS South Carolina. And let's go to his channel, and you see that he has constant videos going into scoffers, right, bug outs, and all these unbelievers that are basically speaking against this Hebrew Israelite ministry. And they have another one right here once again. And I just saw the video and I decided to just go into it because I usually watch these different videos, man. But I'm starting to get tired of it, man, because it's ridiculous seeing all these scoffers just constantly pop out the woodwork and speaking against this truth. And even the another elder, and I've forgotten what elder or which elder, I think it's from the Baltimore camp, right? Holy Bible Defenders, that's the name of his channel. He's also doing the same videos and showing you all these scoffers and unbelievers speaking against this truth. And this has really got me asking the question, which will be the title of this video, right? Why do you think your opinion matters? Okay, and that's really what the question I'm trying to ask right now. Why do you think your opinion matters so much? Because this is the pride of Jake, man. And this is the pride of the average Babylonian, where any thought, any opinion, anything that they have, because they say that opinions are like assholes, everybody has one, right? Any idea that these Babylonians have, they're just running to go and post it online, regardless of how dumb, right, it sounds. And that's basically what you see here with a lot of these unbelievers, just running their mouth, and they just press record and start running their mouth over things that they themselves don't even know what they're talking about. And it's really starting to let me not say starting to, because it has always been annoying and this is getting ridiculous. Okay, so yeah, back to the question, why do you think your opinion matters? Okay, because my first thought is, what qualifications do you even have to be speaking on this truth, even going as far as calling yourself a teacher, even though I know what it's actually. Hey, let's get that preset because it's funny, because that is actually in the scriptures, right? And I haven't really, as you can clearly see, I haven't really finished watching the other Manatazakba's video, because but I know that he also brought this out as well because hey, whenever you see these women calling themselves self-proclaimed teachers, right? But let's get this precept. So this is the book of First Timothy 2 verse 12. But I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence, right? And the bulk of the individuals, right, these scoffers that go on TikTok, press record and start spilling out their opinions all over the internet on how they feel the Hebrew Israelites are doing a disservice to the so-called quote unquote black community, or how they feel that the Hebrew Israelites are doing a disservice to those that believe in this truth, and this is not what Yah wants, right? But here in the scriptures, it clearly shows that the woman should be in silence and subjection. Let's get that precept. First Timothy 2 verse 13. For Adam was first formed, then Eve. And Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. Okay, and let me jump up a little bit. Yeah, this is what I actually wanted to get. Okay, First Timothy 2 verse 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. Right, and if you had actually done that and listened to the men of the Lord, right? So that we can so that the brothers go into um the end, the brothers will go into the end time prophecies, and you'll understand exactly how the deliverance is going to come. Then you will know better than to say that, oh well, we believe in delivering ourselves, or using man's wisdom, right? Or what, or as she said it, and that's just me roughly paraphrasing that. Basically she was saying that, oh, all these Hebrew Israelites that believe in the end time thing, right? The end times, right? The deliverance are basically trying to deliver themselves, and that just shows you, hey man, who knows what she even believes when it comes to this truth. But that's beside the point. Okay, we're still on the focus of this video, and the question I still ask is, what qualifications do you scoffers even have to be speaking on this truth, and to be speaking against the men of the Lord, and to say, oh well, the Hebrew Israelites have this, the Hebrew Israelites have that. The Hebrew Israelites are always something to say. Oh, we always have something to say against the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, but what qualifications do you have to speak against the men of the Lord? And let's get that precept so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. So I'll go to the book of James chapter 2, right? James chapter 2 verse 18. Alright, James chapter 2 verse 18. Yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Shew me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. Right. So you have the brothers on the highways and byways, you have the brothers doing the sit down videos, and then you have you doing a little TikTok, a little 2 minute video in your car, and you think that that's going to be the own that you're going to bring out against the Hebrew Israelites. And you have brothers doing daily videos, okay, doing live streams, going out to the highways and byways and teaching all over the US and all over the world as well. But that little 2 minutes TikTok video that you made, that will definitely show the Hebrew Israelites, show them the error in their ways. If you are so sure of your doctrine, and if you are so sure that you are a servant of the Most High, however, Hashem Yahushai, since you are already teaching, why, hey, where are the works, right? Where are the videos? Where are the sit down lessons? Where are the live streams? Where are even the camp videos as well? You going out to the highways and byways and preaching your own version of the gospel, since it's so true, right? Since you have that direct link with the Most High, that I can speak to you and tell you exactly what's going on, right? Even though, and I actually put up that comment in the Manatazakba's video, even though at the Most High Yahweh Sham Yahushai does not speak directly to his prophets, okay? Yeah, and even though all his prophets are men, let's start from there. Even though all these prophets are men, that should be the book of Psalms 147. Okay, no, this is what I'm looking for. Let's see. Unto you, men have I called, and my voice is towards the Son of Men. I think that should be the book of Psalms. I can't. Let me get that preset. What that preset is that. So let me check the KJVA, right? So this is the book of Proverbs 8 verse 4. Unto you, okay, let me start from the top. Proverbs 8 verse 1. Doth not wisdom cry, and understanding put forth her voice? She standeth in the top of high places, by the way in the places of the paths. She crieth at the gates, at the entry of the city, at the coming in at the door. Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of men, right? And the wisdom that is crying, right, at this time in this kingdom are the men of the Lord, right? The Hebrew Israelites, starting with the elder apostles on down, as we go out to the highways and byways, as we do the sit downs, even when you are coming into this virtual space of the
Wake up.
internet,
Video please.
whenever you open up the YouTube, the first thing you always see is a video from one of the brothers, right? 30 something minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, right? Because the work is constantly going, it's constantly being brought out. So even in the gates of this virtual space of the internet, you still see the men of the Lord out here pushing that wisdom, okay? And even in the street corners as well, you still see the men of the Lord standing at the gates, right? Standing in the high places, right? Which of course is all referring to different, the different parts of America, Babylon the Great, and bringing out these truths and bringing out the wisdom of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And of course, a part of the truth and a part of the ministry that cannot be understated is the fact that the men of the Lord, right, and the prophets of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, are going to be just that, men, okay? Amen. Look at these women out here, right? They want to ultimately that's what it's all about, man. They want to usurp that authority as a prophet from the men, okay? So once again, the question still stands, that you can clearly see that these individuals, okay, these scoffers that are out here, these bugouts, right, both the male and the females, okay, and then this let me go back to the video so that you can get the idea of who I'm speaking on. And this woman especially, they don't have the qualifications, okay. We're not talking about a degree in theology or going to a seminary school, okay. What we are talking about is if the Spirit is dealing with you. So let's get that precept, right? After all, it's not written. Hold on, let's go back to that. Right, it is the Spirit that quickeneth. Let's get that precept. That should be the book of John 6 verse 44. So this, okay, hold on, let me type it in the scriptures. So okay, I've forgotten what the exact precept is. Okay, John 6 verse 63. John 6 verse 63. It is the Spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Right, and the Spirit of the Most High, the Spirit of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, is not dealing with you scoffers out here, you unbelievers, because that's really what you are, right? Because if you don't embrace the 100% truth, then hey, what's the point, man? You're basically not even in the truth if you don't embrace the 100% truth. That's how it is, right? Because you have to speak the exact words of the exact words and the exact teachings of the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, okay? Not just the Hebrew Israelite ministry, because this isn't the Hebrew Israelite ministry or the ministry of the Great Millstone or anything like that. This is the word of the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai that we're giving to our people, the direct, unadulterated, 100% word of the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And whether they hear or forbear, right, it will still be a fact that the men of the Lord have preached this word unto them, okay. And that is our qualification right there, that we, as it is written, have an unction from the Holy One and we know all things. So our qualification comes from the Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, okay. But why do you people out here in the world feel that this opinion that you have speaking on the Hebrew Israelites even matters, okay? And since you feel that it does, like I said before, why is it that you don't see these individuals on the highways and byways preaching this word, coming out there and trying to show the people of that how we are quote unquote going off in what we teach, right? Because these jakes will come out here and complain about the Hebrew Israelites. Oh, the Hebrew Israelites are this. The Hebrew Israelites are always on the highways and byways. They're always out there doing the videos. Yes, we are out there doing the work because we actually believe in what we teach, right? Unlike the lot of you that, as the elder Manatazagba said, these people might just be agents, man, set up by Esau Edom to try to turn people away from the truth by making all these different scoffing videos, especially on the TikTok, okay. So yeah, let me end it right there. So with that, once again, all praises, honor and glory unto the Most High, Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashai Bahasham Raka Kwadash Wa Abad Babal Shalom. And through the Spirit, I hope you are calm and you are edified. Shalom.